Hi Leo, welcome to your September 2018 reading. 3-card Major Arcana reading. Card number 1, your power or energy as you show up in the reading. Card number 2, the block or drain on your power. And card number 3, your key to power. I will then be pulling one from the swords, one from the wands, one from the pentacles, and one from the cups. And I will then... Oh, they've gone all tight suddenly. What's that about? I will then be pulling one from my new deck, the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Now, Kuan Yin is a female deity from the kind of Chinese Tibetan end of things. She's known as the Bodhisattva of compassion. Now, a Bodhisattva in the Buddhist tradition is an enlightened being who undertakes to remain in the human realm in order to be of service and relieve suffering. And Kuan Yin is the Bodhisattva, as I said, of compassion. She's closely linked to the Tibetan Buddhist goddess Green Tara. I personally have been chanting the mantra of Green Tara every day for over 5 years now, and I recently undertook an extended Kuan Yin mantra practice as well, so we'll see what Kuan Yin has to offer in due course. Right, one last shuffle for you, Leo, for September 2018. One last cut. Gone very tight all of a sudden. Interesting. Okay, card number 1, your power as you show up in the reading. Sorry. The Hierophant in reverse. Card number 2, the block or drain on your power, the Devil in reverse. Card number 3, your key to power, Justice. Wow, Leo. Goodness me. Okay. Well, it looks to me like there's something going on for you where the normal internal rules of your life, and I mean even rules down to, beyond this is right and this is wrong, but even beyond that to this is real, this is not real. It looks to me like that there's a wholesale upending of your internal psychological, spiritual and emotional structure. And that's probably not very pleasant, I would imagine. And it can be pleasant sometimes. I mean, this has turned up in a couple of other readings, but over here as the key to power, and that's when it's like, well, over to you, rip up your own rule book, right, all bets are off, crack on with it. But this is you turning up. This is how you show up in the reading. So that looks pretty uncomfortable to me, and maybe, yeah, the sense of bewilderment I'm getting from this. Especially in the context of the block and drain on your power being the Devil in reverse. Now, let me think about how this works. Okay, I think these are old hooks. Oh God, this is so uncomfortable. It's almost like, oh God, I don't know if you've ever seen that film Hellraiser. Oh God, I saw it once when I was really, really young, a long time ago. I'm an old bird in my 50s now, but at the end when the hooks all get in and everything goes pop and it all gets pulled apart, it's horrible. That's what I'm getting from this. These are old hooks. And I think maybe what's happening is that in this upending, in this kind of, like, everything's on its head. Everything that you considered to be the way it is inside you is on its head. And there's this kind of scrabble. There's this kind of scrabbling for order, for, like, the way it was. And, the old rules, they've gone. This, yeah, oh God, I'm getting kind of sense of panic and bewilderment from this. And the key to power is justice in the upright. I am reading towards me. Justice in the upright. Whatever this mess is, this sword is coming to sort it out. Well, this not necessarily coming. This sword can sort it out for you if you are willing to wield it. And I mean, you know, she's not actually doing anything with this sword at the moment. A bloody good thing too, because she's concentrating rather hard on the balance of those scales. She's so similar to the Temperance card, you know, with the wings behind and just this kind of really like cool composure. I mean, in the Temperance card, she's looking down, the angel is looking down at the pouring the liquid from one vessel to the other. Here we have the angel, the Queen of Justice, looking down at the balance of those scales, ready to wield that sword to chop off any bits that are going to create imbalance here. This is quite a heavy message, Leo. These old hooks aren't going to serve you. Hooks never serve. They simply tug painfully. Well, I guess, you know, maybe they serve when as an anchor. But anyway, it's on its head. It's on its head, and you're out on the high seas. There's a storm. The key to power here, yeah, it's a storm and chaos and like bits of your psyche kind of falling overboard. The key to power here is the cold, impassive sword of justice. Sometimes this is the restoration of order in this chaos, and this is the way out. But by God, that is not an easy way out. You know, if I had the sun here or the star, I'd be saying, oh, don't worry, you know, all you have to do is hope and kind of don't worry, just like look to your friends and like, blah, blah, blah. No, you're going to have to like get that sword and snick a snack and cut through this. Yeah, oh my God, I'm just seeing a sword cutting through the ropes that are tethering a ship in a storm to the quay. Now, this is what has to happen when the sea has gone crazy and the ships in the harbour. What happens in a harbour when there's a massive storm? All the boat owners have to run down to the harbour and cut the ships free, cut the boats free from their moorings. Because if they don't, they're going to sink. The only chance of saving the ship is to get down to that harbour and go chop with the mooring so that the boat can actually rise. It has a chance of rising on the waves of the storm and possibly not being destroyed by the storm. And that's what I'm seeing here, the sword of justice cutting these old moorings. Wow. I'm going to go straight on, and this is the key to power. You can do this, but it's quite an undertaking. But what's the alternative? You know, everything on its head, and you being pulled this way and that by these old ties. Right, let's get one from the swords. Queen of Swords. Well, here's another lady with a sword. Oh my gosh, another snicker snack. Now, oh, get a bit dramatic here, but you are being called here. This is a summons to the court of the soul. You're being summoned, and I mean, she might not even say a word. She, you know, but you are being called. You're being called to account here, or something. There is a calling to account, and whatever happens when the person she's calling comes to her, and I mean, you're not going to disobey that, are you? She's like, yeah, come on, yeah, come to me. And whatever happens when that sword comes down, things are not going to be the same afterwards. It's the sword of truth. The sword of truth. Wow, there's some big old goings on here, Leo. Let's see what we have in the wands. Okay, well, there is order coming, but it's going to be swift. This is a swift reordering of things. And the reason I say order is because all these wands are parallel. This is coordinated action. Off camera, in this card, on this side, everything's back to front in the camera. Off camera, there are 8 hands holding 8 wands. And it's like, ready, aim, fire! And this one's come out a little bit late. But this is coordinated action. This is a swift reordering of the elements of your life. And good thing too, I should say. You know, I mean, in my metaphor of the boats in the harbour when there's a storm, like if you don't get down there quick enough, you know, there is a time limit on saving the boat. You don't get down there quick enough and like slice through that rope attaching the boat. The boat is scuppered. Right, well, 2 of Pentacles. There's it looks like there's some measuring up to do, and I'm seeing the 2 of Pentacles, and I'm seeing the scales here. It might be the case, Leo, that you would like more time to weigh this up. But what this is telling me is that you could go on, you know, there's an infinity symbol here. You could go on juggling this from one side to the other. You could say, well, if you look at it this way, it's... And you go, well, no, because it's that way. But if you look at it that way, it's... Well, no, because it's that way. And you could go on like that forever. And in the meantime, your boat's being smashed to pieces in the harbour. Sorry to be dramatic, but there we go. Page of Cups. Well, look what's popping out. Look what's popping out. All my metaphors about boats and harbour. There's a frigging fish. Oh, why won't it focus? Come on, camera, please. Never mind. There's a fish popping out of that cup. So, and he's standing in front of water. Obviously, cups in motion. Oh my gosh. If you can act swiftly enough, Leo, you're going to get a fishy dinner out of this. Winner, winner, fishy dinner. Yeah, we love fish and chips in the UK. We absolutely love it. There's fish and chips on offer if you can get down that harbour quick enough and not sit in your house going, oh, well, if I do this and maybe this, and if I do this, maybe this. And if you look at it this way, and if you look at it that way, no, your boat's being smashed to pieces in the harbour. Get down there, chop the rope, and we'll go home and have fish and chips. That's what I'm seeing here. If you can be unequivocal enough. There's no equivocation here. There's no like, oh, yeah, well, yeah, I suppose I see your point. I mean, if you look at it this way and that way. No. She's just like, no, chop. If you can embrace that energy, Leo, I mean, this is the only one, I think, in the cups where there is actually something visible in the cup. Not only is it visible, it's leaping out at you. It's superb. That is more than just like an offering. That's a gift. That's a really, you know, that's like a super duper free gift coming your way if you can embrace this energy. But the storm is coming quickly, as we see in the 8 of Wands here. Right, let me pull one from Kuan. See what the lady has to say. The young lady. It's really interesting with Green Tara, the Tibetan, possibly this one, Tibetan Buddhist end of things. She's often depicted as an irreverent, rather mischievous 16 or 17-year-old girl. And she's there in front of all those sort of big serious like Buddhist monks and all the big serious kind of like the hierophants of the temple, and she's just like laughing at them, and she's pointing out simple truths to them, and they can't argue with it. And another great thing about her is that she was apparently, the legend says, she did so much good that she was offered the chance to reincarnate as male as a reward. And she apparently said, no, you're all right, thanks, I'll stay female and keep doing, I'll keep being reincarnated as female, thanks. Bloody cheek of it. Anyway, here we go. Wow, the slave dances into freedom, Leo. Oh, it won't bloody focus. I wish it would. Anyway, the slave dances into freedom. Chop, chop, chop. Snicker, snack. Cut yourself free. And not only then do you get your freedom, you dance into your freedom. Like doing a lovely, like, flippy wiggly dance like the fish in this cup. Oh my God. There's a huge prize on offer for you here, and a joyful prize on offer for you. But what it takes is having the presence of mind to see beyond the panic of the Hierophant in reverse. Not turn back to the reassuring but constricting old hooks and old moorings of reality. Wield the sword of justice. Wield the sword of the Queen. Accept the rapid incoming change of structure. Stop juggling one thing from one side to the other, and be ready to catch that fish when it jumps out of that, because that is your prize. There she goes. The slave dances into freedom. Bye-bye. I'm done here. Bye-bye. I'll leave it there, Leo. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon in another reading. Cheers. Bye-bye.